Hi everyone. Do you know most people think that heat stroke only happens when someone collapses in the sun? But what if I told you that your brain, heart, and other organs can start failing long before that ever happens? In this video, we will uncover the science behind heat stroke, its most common symptoms, its surprising connection to El Nino, and how it can quietly become deadly. Oh, also, at the end, I will explain how you can protect yourself from getting heat stroke before it's too late. Do watch this video till the end because you don't want to miss that one out. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. You know, heat stroke is the most severe form of heat related illness. It happens when your body's internal cooling system fails and your core temperature rises to dangerous levels, usually above 40 degrees Celsius. At this point, your body is no longer just struggling with the heat, it's losing the battle against it. And the scary part is that heat stroke is not simply about feeling hot. It's a medical emergency that can affect your brain, heart, kidneys, and other vital organs within a matter of hours. That's why every year, even healthy young people gets hospitalized or even worse during extreme heat waves. Now, heat stroke rarely starts with collapse. It often begins with thirst, cramps, dizziness, headaches, nausea, rapid heartbeat, heavy sweating, and fatigue. As the body overheats, symptoms can progress to confusion, hot skin, loss of coordination, unconsciousness, and even organ failure, turning heat into a life threatening medical emergency. So, before we understand how heat stroke can become deadly, we first need to understand what actually goes wrong inside the body. You know, your body is basically running a 24 into 7 temperature control system. Think of it like a highly advanced air conditioner. Whenever your body starts heating up, your brain immediately responds. It tells your sweat glands to produce sweat and your blood vessels to expand, helping excess heat escape through your skin. Most of the time, this system works beautifully. But here is where it gets interesting. What actually cools you down is not sweat itself, it's the evaporation of sweat. If the surrounding air is already hot and humid, sweat stops evaporating efficiently. It's like trying to cool down a room while keeping all the windows shut. Now, your body starts trapping heat faster than it can release it. As your internal temperature rises, proteins begin losing their normal structure. Inflammation spreads throughout the body and cells start malfunctioning. Your heart works harder, your brain struggles to function properly, and your organs begin operating under extreme stress. So, in other words, heat stroke is not just about overheating. It's a chain reaction that affects almost every single major system inside your body. Now, you might be wondering, if our bodies have evolved to handle heat, why do heat waves seem so much worse nowadays? Well, one important reason is a climate pattern called El Nino. Every few years, parts of the Pacific Ocean become unusually warm. This event disrupts weather patterns across the globe and often pushes global temperatures even higher than normal. And here is the problem. When El Nino combines with existing climate warming, many regions experience longer, more intense heat waves. That means more days of extreme temperatures, warmer nights, and less time for the body to recover. Now, remember what we discussed earlier? Your body depends on cooling down after heat exposure. But during major heat waves, especially those influenced by El Nino, Nighttime temperatures often remains high. The body stays under stress day after day, making dehydration, heat exhaustion and heat stroke much more likely. So, while El Nino does not directly cause heat stroke, it creates the perfect condition for heat related illnesses to become far more common and dangerous. Now, let's put all the pieces together. Most people imagine heat stroke as someone suddenly collapsing in the sun, but that's not how heat stroke usually begins. In fact, it starts quietly inside your body. Firstly, your body struggles to release heat. You become dehydrated, your brain starts showing subtle warning signs like headaches, dizziness, confusion, and poor judgment. Then something even more dangerous happens. Your cooling system begins failing. Sweating becomes less effective, heat gets trapped inside your body, and your core temperature rises faster and faster. Now, your heart is forced to work overtime. Your kidneys receive less blood flow, inflammation spreads throughout the body, cells begin getting damaged, and if this process continues, multiple organs can start failing one after another. That's why heat stroke can be so deadly. Not because heat instantly kills you, but because it quietly pushes your body past its limits until critical systems begin shutting down. By the time severe symptoms appear, the damage may already be underway. And that's what exactly makes heat stroke so dangerous and deadly. The good news is heat stroke is often preventable if you recognize the warning signs early. First, don't wait until you are extremely thirsty to drink water. By the time intense thirst appears, your body may already be dehydrated. Second, try to limit direct exposure during the hottest part of the day, especially during heat waves. Third, pay attention to symptoms that people often ignore: muscle cramps, unusual fatigue, nausea, dizziness, rapid heartbeat, or confusion. These are not just signs of being tired, they are your body's way of asking for help. And if someone becomes confused, stops sweating, develops hot skin, or collapses, treat it as a medical emergency. Move them to a cool area, begin cooling the body immediately, and seek medical assistance as quickly as possible. Because when it comes to heat stroke, acting early can make the difference between a quick recovery and a life threatening situation. So here is the key message of this entire video. Heat stroke is not just uncomfortable. Under wrong conditions, it can become deadly. But understanding how it actually works is the first line of defense against the heat stroke. If this video helped you in understanding something new, then you can let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe for more such videos where I break down topics like these. Also, comment down below, do you also think that heat stroke can become deadly under conditions like El Nino? I will see you in the next video. Until then, peace out.